This is the drive home with
Zac
and TT for the Millwall drive home. Driving home from St Andrews, where it finished. Birmingham City 4.
Millwall 0.
Well, if your unbeaten away record is going to go, losing 4-0 is one way of certainly doing it. A game where we were second best to everything. Eventually, our injury list has caught up with us. You can't afford to lose 5 or 6 first team players and expect to compete at any level, especially against a really good Birmingham side. I thought they were hungry. I thought they played good football. It was a good atmosphere. To be fair, it's easier to create an atmosphere when you win both halves 2-0.
Yeah, but still,
it was a good.
You've got to give.
It was a good atmosphere. Yeah. Thank you to Davo, who sorted out my parking as well. He works for Birmingham, and I really appreciated that he helped me out. So, although he's in Portugal, the jammy basket, as it's been raining the whole way up to Birmingham, and it's raining the whole way down. If you don't mind, get yourself subscribed to the Mill Drive Home. If you're not subscribed, obviously we didn't do a video against Oxford because we were there, but Zac fell asleep on the drive home and didn't wake up until we got home. So obviously I don't operate the mobile phone. It's all Zac. So yeah, we didn't record a video. Stick a like on the video. We got loads of likes for our last game. It was that one. It was the Leicester game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Jesus, it seems like a long time ago, that Leicester game. But yeah, ultimately it's disappointing. But we got beat by a better side today, and we just weren't at the races. We'll go through the lineup. Obviously, we had Crocombe in goal. Certainly not his best performance. Right back was Wes Harding. We should have played with 10 men. It would have been better than playing Wes Harding today. He had an absolute shocker. Joe Bryan played left back. He didn't do much better at left back. Centre backs were Cooper and Crammer.
Couldn't have done much more than they did, to be fair.
No, we gave the ball away cheaply though, and kept playing the ball up to Ivanovic. But in the middle, Denora and Billy Mitchell, who I don't really feel got in the game.
To be fair, I feel like Billy Mitchell was our best player today. Again, he
done a cracking ball, didn't he?
Like the one player who looked like they were confident on the ball and actually wanted the ball was Billy Mitchell. So you got to give plaudits to him when he did as much as he could, in my opinion.
We had Ballo on the right, Negley on the left, which just did not
Speed
work.
camera ahead.
Kundal in the 10 position, who had a very poor game, and Ivanovic, who's not really at the races. Obviously, as a striker, we're not really creating chances for him, which is the main thing he'd want us from a striker. But so that's not his fault. But he's just, he's not quite the player he was last year at the moment, and he's going to have to work on that. The first chance actually went to Birmingham very early on. We gave the ball straight away into the middle. The Birmingham striker was running in on goal and took a shot from outside the box and curled it wide right. We then created the next chance of the game. The ball dropped to Kundal on the edge of the box, very similar to what happened to Birmingham. Unfortunately for him, he caught it really well, but he didn't take a deflection, unlike the Birmingham one, and the keeper's made a really good save. It was probably
to be fair, I'm not sure if that Birmingham one did take a deflection, but surely it had to move in some way to throw Crocombe completely off. Yeah,
well, we'll come on to that in a minute. Birmingham then score the first goal. It's poor defending overall. Again, the ball's played down the Birmingham right, down our left side. We allowed them to get the ball in too cheaply. Brian got beat one-on-one a couple of times really, really poorly, where he was just backing off, and then goes for the ball and gets ball taken around him. The ball's played to the back post. The Birmingham player's got I think it's Cake, has got all the time in the world to chest it down and then half volley into the bottom left-hand corner from our point of view. It was a very good finish and another good goal that we've conceded. But he should not be able to have that much time. Wes Harding took so long, he's got drawn in. That's it, he's got to be defending the far post and just doesn't. Puts Birmingham 1-0 up. We have the next chance of the game. It was Negley, I think it was the ball from Billy, plays Negley down the left. Negley cuts in and drills the ball to the bottom left, and the keeper's made, I think it wasn't a tough save, it was a comfortable save. And Birmingham then take to get a second before half time, and again it's really shocking defending from Harding. He takes a horrible touch infield. The Birmingham player nicks in and then starts running towards the left side of our defence. For some reason Harding follows him. He doesn't get anywhere near him, but he just follows him, and that takes himself completely out of the play. The Birmingham player plays down his the right winger, who then crosses it in to Damari Gray, who's unmarked at in the middle of the goal. Exactly, it's Wes Harding's man, so he's made the mistake with a bad touch, then followed the player in the wrong where he shouldn't be going, and then doesn't get back in
Speed
time.
camera.
Like Joe Bryan.
Yeah.
You remember that from Joe Bryan?
And it's just not good enough. And we go 2-0 down at half time, and to be fair, you could only see one team taking it on. I felt we probably needed to make the changes before any other goals and at half time, because our formation just was not working, and the players in the formation weren't working. We come out in the second half, and I think the ball again down the Birmingham right, down our left, it gets cleared to the edge of the box. As the ball goes into the box, it gets cleared to the edge of the box, and the defender, I think it's the defender, absolutely slammed it
He's
towards
hit it
goal.
really well.
He's hit it really well, but it's straight down the throat of Crocombe. Now, if it doesn't take a deflection, and I know you say about knuckleball, but either way, it's right in the middle of the way. Yeah, it's like he was worried about getting hurt. He just dived completely out of the way of the ball, and it put Birmingham 3-0 up. And like I said, deservedly so. They were by far the better team. Don't get me wrong, saying that the referee had an extremely poor performance again. Now, it's not going to make no difference to the scoreline. Birmingham were far better than us, but it's disappointing to see again every 50-50 go the opposite way. I only saw him pull up a throw. It was when us, and it was like 2 yards away from what he wanted to do. It doesn't help when you don't get anything from the officials. But like I said, there's no. I'm not making any excuses whatsoever. We weren't at the races today, and the fourth goal was typified our abject failure to try and pick up markers, to pick up the men. The ball's played through the middle, and Stansfield is allowed to turn in the box. It's a good turn from him, and he opens his body out and puts it into the bottom right corner. It's a good finish from a striker, but it's shocking defending. And I know you said about Crammer and Cooper, but we can't allow that to happen. You can't allow the player to one, have that much time on the edge of the box, and then two, allow the striker in the middle to turn and put the ball away with so much ease. And to be fair, after that goal, I have absolutely no idea what happened. Do you know what idea what happened?
I was in the car by the time.
Yeah, by the time the final whistle went. So that will tell you we very rarely leave early. But 4-0 down after 70 minutes.
I remember 2 times I've ever left early before today for a Millwall match, and one of the times I was about 5 years old and I was suffering from heat stroke.
Oh, so at Gillingham, and then we scored a last-minute penalty that we didn't see. We went 10 minutes from the end, and that one was Ipswich, weren't it?
Yeah, which was very similar to today, where we just didn't look at the races, nowhere near.
Yeah, like I said,
Speed camera ahead.
500 mil matches. You've gone early from 3, and to be fair, we're down the M1 at what time is it? 10:15. We're on the M1, which will tell you that's still some good going, because Birmingham was an absolute nightmare to get out of after the game when we were in a car park. So, and we would have been held in. So definitely justifiable in my opinion. I don't like leaving early, and we never leave a home game early, but I feel happy that we did today. Obviously, we've got Preston at home on Saturday, the early kickoff, which will be, I think that they play tomorrow, so we've got an extra day's rest. It's going to be difficult. It's difficult at the moment. When you look at it, we've losing Aziz and Leonard, our whole right side, when we've been so good down that side, is really hard to take. I can't see how Wes is going to play there, but we don't really have another right back unless we put Crammer back at right back and Taylor at centre back.
Or unless Danny McNamara miraculously comes back.
Or you played the formation that we played against Palace, where we had 3 centre backs.
Well, we did have Wes Harding, but he was playing further up.
Yeah, but he was playing as a right wing back. He weren't playing as a centre back, and he's proved today that we can't rely on him, because that was a woeful performance from him. No Doherty, he's got an injury. No Luongo, no Smallbone when he looked excellent.
Yeah, well, I was on I was on an app and I was looking at our injuries, and it's almost 10. I think it's maybe 9 or 10 players that would make it into our first team.
Yeah, it's just so many players, and it's bound to take an effect, and it'll see what the, you know. Oh, I forgot Coburn, the 6-yard miss Merchant, but you know, we've got basically half a starting 11 out, and that's always going to play a factor, and it's played a big factor today. And we just weren't at the races. We got beat by a better team, and sometimes you got to take your medicine. And we'll take our medicine as we're driving down the M1. Certainly with no points, no goals, no nothing. The end of our unbeaten away record. Singing Mill get battered everywhere they go. Doesn't really make sense.
Let's just say some of the Birmingham fans were absolute numpties today.
Yeah, there was the ones next to us. Like I said, overall the atmosphere was.
Yeah, it was. To be fair, you've got to give it to them. It was a brilliant atmosphere for a Tuesday night. It's one of the better atmospheres in the Championship, purely because they nearly sold out today, and you would never see that on Tuesday night at Millwall.
No. Well, you will see it, but you don't see it very often.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching the Mill drive home. We really appreciate your support. I'm not even doing man of the match. I don't even think we had
Billy Mitchell.
Oh,
he was our best player on the pitch.
Okay, all right. I'll let you have Billy Mitchell. I am not giving it to anybody. I don't think we deserved it. After the heartbreak of the last-minute goal on Saturday, we certainly followed it up with an even worse performance today. And yeah, that's where we'll leave it. So thank you very much for watching the Mill drive home. No one likes us.
We don't care.